Hi everybody, welcome back to Mando Lessons. My name's Baron Collins Hill. In this week's lesson, it's another top 5 pick. We're talking about the top 5 tunes you're likely to hear at an old-time jam. These are all great tunes to know if you've found an old-time jam in your area and you want to go and join in and pick along. These are all going to be tunes that most of the people there are going to know. Even though there are old-time jams everywhere, all across the country and all across the world, it can be kind of a tricky process to join in. First, you have to know where to look to find these jams, then you have to work up the nerve to actually join them, and third, you have to understand a lot of the sort of social etiquette around what you're supposed to do and what role you have to fill as a mandolin player in an old-time situation. For that reason, I created a course called the Comprehensive Mandolin that goes over all of that information about finding not only old-time jams, but also Irish sessions and bluegrass jams. I also go over my 10-step process for learning music by ear so you can learn these tunes quickly and efficiently. There's all sorts of resources throughout this course. It distills over 20 years of my musical knowledge into just a couple hours. You also get access to the Vault, which is an ever-expanding section of the course that has things like speed drills and double stop exercises and some music theory laid out in really kind of straightforward ways. It's not very complicated, and it's always growing, so if there's a question that you have, you can always look in the Vault and you may just find it and have the answers given to you right there. There's way more in the course than I could ever put into the beginning of this video, and we got to get to those tunes. So if you're interested in learning more, check out the link in the description of the video, and it's got it all laid out for you, everything you would want to know. Without further ado, let's get to these 5 old-time tunes. If you're interested in learning any of these tunes that you hear today, they're all available as lessons on the Mando Lessons YouTube channel. Totally free. I teach them by ear. I break them down into easy bite-sized pieces and go over it step by step with you. I also have the tablature and standard notation for free on my website, mandolessons.com. First up, we have Cold Frosty Morning. Now there's a couple totally different tunes with this name, and there's also a couple names for this tune, but the best way to learn it is to hear somebody play it, so that's what I'll do for you now. It's in A minor. Next up, we have Shove That Pig's Foot a Little Further in the Fire. It's a long tune name, it's in the key of G, and it's a great tune. Next up, a lot of people's first tune that they ever learned, but it's still a great one, Angeline the Baker in the key of D. Next up, another tune with a lot of different variations and permutations. This is one of the versions of Liza Jane, and probably the most common version that you'll hear at an old-time jam. Liza Jane, key of A. Last up, we have Old Joe Clark. This is a real classic in the key of A. A lot of people call it A modal. The technical name for it is A mixolydian. That's the key, and the tune is Old Joe Clark. There you go, 5 of the most common old-time tunes you're likely to run into at a jam. So learn those and head out to your local old-time jam. Again, if you've got any questions and want that big deep dive into jam culture and learning tunes by ear with my 10-step method, check out the link in the description for the comprehensive mandolin course. And if you're interested in learning a lot of shared repertoire with a bunch of great mandolin pickers, check out the Mando Lessons Academy, where I host a tune a month challenge where we all decide on a tune, work on it over the course of a month, and at the end of the month, we share our progress in the form of short little recordings of us playing the tune. If you do participate in the Tune a Month Challenge, you're automatically entered to win a Sweetwater gift card, so you can pick up some new picks or try a new set of strings, something like that. There's tons of other perks for being a Mando Lessons Academy member. I do a monthly hangout workshop where you can ask me any questions you have about music and mandolin picking and get to hang out with a lot of like-minded mandolin pickers on the live call. And I also do giveaways over there, all sorts of different things. There's more than I could talk about as a little outro to this video. So check out the link in the description if you want to learn more. And with that, thanks so much for watching. See you again soon. Bye-bye.